Okay, so we are recording. So if you will, go ahead and let's start with saying your name, what you're running for, and what party you're with.
Sure, I'm Jared Moskowitz. I'm running for re-election in the newly configured district, Florida District 25, and I am running as a Democrat.
Talk about your four most important issues.
Well, obviously, it's affordability. There's no doubt about that. The American dream is slipping away, and I'll define affordability as in affordability for healthcare, affordability to afford your home, and affordability to be able to live. Right? It shouldn't just be that you can afford your home and healthcare and then have no money to enjoy your life. And so you have to be able to afford your home, have affordable healthcare, and enjoy your ability to live in society. And so affordability by far is issue 1, 2, and 3. And then look, this district is 50% Jewish. It's 25% Jewish, 25% Cuban. So 50% of this district is dealing with a lot of hatred right now. And so I'm focused on the rise of anti-Semitism, and I'm focused on the rise of hatred against the immigrant community. And so those are going to be the top issues that when I go back to D.C., we're going to try to restore the ACA tax credits that were taken away from people to make healthcare more affordable. We're going to try to undo some of the stuff that was done in the big, beautiful bill that took away people's money for Medicaid and Medicare. We got to restore those subsidies to bring down the costs for people in healthcare. And then we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do on home insurance to try to make homes more affordable. I have a bill to do that, which would decrease home insurance by about 25%. So those are the things that I'm focused on when I get back to Washington.
What sets you apart from your opponent? I don't want to get into going back and forth with criticisms on opponents, but what sets you apart from him?
Well, I mean, I'm normal. I mean, we can start there. He can say a lot of things, none of which are ever going to get accomplished, none of which are ever going to be done in this district. He can't win the district. He can't win a general election. This is a moderate district. It's a third independent, third Republican, a third Democrat. You got to win the independents. He's just from an extreme communist wing of, I don't even call them the Democratic Party. They just put that word in front of them. So, I don't know him, obviously. He's not, had any records of accomplishment at all. I have a record of delivering for people in my district. After the Marjory Stoneman Douglas school shooting, I worked with people from both sides of the aisle and delivered the most comprehensive health, gun safety, reform bill in Florida history, as well as working on, mental health reform after that happened. And then obviously, when we had a 1 in 100-year pandemic, I helped deliver health care to people in the state of Florida, all the PPE, all the testing, all the vaccines. And then coming up to D.C., obviously, holding the Trump administration accountable, helping get rid of Kristi Noem, helping get rid of Pam Bondi. And so I have a record of accomplishments. He doesn't. But we are not even from relatively the same party, in my opinion.
And if you will, you tout that you have bipartisan leadership. Talk about that. Is that a plus or a minus?
Well, I think it's a plus. I mean, first of all, this idea that we can't compromise to get anything done. Listen, perfect bills do not pass in Washington. There's no such thing. Okay, and this idea that we're going to wait until the perfect bill comes by so that we don't make any progress to the American people, it's not going to happen. You have to compromise. You need 60 votes in the Senate to get anything passed. I mean, I have children. I compromise with my children all the time. If you go to work, you compromise in your workplace. But D.C. should be the only place we don't compromise. And look, this is unfortunately the terrible effect of gerrymandering. When you make every seat a D30 or every seat an R20, right? Those people are never going to work together because they're only worried about their primary. There's no incentive to do that. That's not how society works. We're always compromising, always trying to figure out how to make deals, whether in our home or in our business. And I have a record of doing that. Like, I'll work with anyone if it's going to help people. Right? I mean, the Democratic Party isn't the owner of all the ideas, and the Republican Party isn't the owner of that either. If the Republicans have a good idea that will help the American people, then I should support it. And obviously, when the Democrats have ideas, I support that also. But this team sport thing is leading us to a path of getting nothing accomplished.
15 seconds left. What do you want people to know?
Listen, I want people to know I've been fighting for them up here. and I'm going to continue to do that to deliver results. I brought back $25 million back to the district from in the budget. I've helped secure $25 million for people who didn't get their Social Security or their veterans benefits. I've helped solve 7,000 cases locally to help those people. And so, I'm fighting for you up here, and I'm going to help deliver results.
All right, thank you. I'm going to stop the interview. Stop the recording.